I'm here at the base of Cedar Falls, watching this water flow recklessly over these rocks. And as I look at this stream and meditate, I can't help but think how Jesus spoke in parables. Because everything we seek in our life is all around us. The answers we seek, sometimes we just have to look to nature to receive the answer that we've been praying for. And man, I had just had such a deep revelation as I look at this stream. It's so calming and soothing. Well, what does it take to make the calm, soothing noise? We need all of it. We need all of this mismanaged, misguided, out of order placement of rocks, broken timber, trees growing, trees dead, leaves, branches, rocks with fungus on them, rocks with mold and slime on them, trees that have fallen, and huge boulders that narrow the stream and bottleneck the water. This water is like the flow of energy in our life. This water could be crushing if it's negative energy, and this water can be soothing, as if it's the energy of the Holy Spirit and love. The sound of this water can be roaring and too loud at times. The sound of this water can be soothing and gentle and calming. We can look at this from two different perspectives. Let us not forget the spectator who sits here and judges, looks on, and commentates on what he sees. This is so much of our life, guys. So many huge doubts that we have, broken pieces, uneven rocks, misplaced relationships, misplaced conversations, huge rocks of bitterness and anger, huge moments in life that have fallen, but none of it stops the flow of love. None of it stops the flow of water. The consistency of this water is going to maintain its flow. It will not be stopped. As I sat under the waterfall and watched the water and just thought, where does it come from? And it just keeps flowing. All day, all night, this water just keeps flowing. So does the energy of the world. It just keeps flowing. How important it is to have a perspective and find some kind of peace in all of this madness, all of this misplaced, out of order, uneven, very rough and rigid terrain and ecosystem. We find such a beautiful, calming flow of love and life. I believe this to be the Holy Spirit. My perspective is certainly the Holy Spirit, the reckless love of God that flows in all of our lives. It flows around the broken pieces. It flows around the smooth pieces. It flows around the pieces with slime and fungus on them. It flows over the broken branches, and it also flows along these trees that are thriving, Their roots come down and touch the water and drink. Every bit of this environment is necessary for the beauty that has visitors and spectators coming from miles and miles away. I drove 7 hours to get here to see this. How many of us have a testimony that needs to be heard? How many of us need to write down our story and allow the broken pieces to heal other people? Sharing your brokenness lets others know that healing is possible, guys. When we share our brokenness, we allow others to believe and know without a doubt that they will get through this. Someone needs to hear your story. Revelations 12:11 says that the enemy is defeated, Satan, by the blood of the Lamb, accepting Jesus Christ, and the power of our testimony. How many people's lives can you change by sharing all the brokenness, all the smoothness, all the areas of our life that make the sound of the Holy Spirit sound so beautiful? I just pray that you would allow, just like this water, the flow of love, the flow of grace, and the flow of healing to move past all of the uneven, out of order areas of your life. Because when it does, it makes a sound such as this.